We give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Kudash, the honors to the apostles that were well. Salutation to the brothers in the four corner of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. The name of this video, as you see on the screen, The Fall of America, man. The Fall of America. This place is falling quicker than the Titanic, man. And the people that reside in America see it. You know, I talk to a lot of residents, I talk to a lot of passengers, I talk to a lot of people. They're not even in the truth, and they see it. They not oblivious to what's going on, you know, but most are, most people are, right? And that's mostly the 2/3. But I speak to some of the 2/3. Well, I speak to some Jakes, and they see it for themselves, man. You know, if Ray Charles was still alive, he'll see it. You know, but that's neither here nor there. But a particular article came to my attention, right? A particular article came to my attention, and it really got my attention, right? This one shit hit the fan. Yeah, brothers and sisters, if y'all know me, y'all know this is one of my favorite website. All right, 10 numbers which prove that the U.S. economy has hit a major pivot point. And we're going to hit these pivot points, okay? We're going to hit these pivot points. I'm not going to go through the whole articles, but y'all brothers and sisters, y'all want to read this, y'all can check it out. But I'm going to read probably like two paragraphs, and then I'm going to hit the bullets, right? During the summer, many of the experts repeatedly assure us that the U.S. economy would be able to avoid a recession. But now, reality is setting in. Credit conditions continue to tighten. Home sales are falling. Credit cards losses are exploding. Losses are exploding. Stores are closing all over the country. And I did a video based on San Francisco, how the malls is closing in San Francisco. You know, it's really a gradualism process what's going on in America. That's why some people are oblivious to what's really going on because a supermarket is open, right? Family Dollar open, Dollar General. You might see some businesses popping up, right? But that's just an illusion, right? That's just an illusion. This place is really falling. If y'all brothers click on the depth clock of America, y'all see how much money America owe to these different countries. And number one is China, right? It said credit card losses are exploding, stores are closing all over the country, and the number of bankruptcy is rising to very alarming levels. Meanwhile, the cost of living continues to become more and more suffocating. If you have a gut feeling that very hard times are on the horizon, you are definitely not alone. As you will see below, a staggering 71% of all Americans currently believe that America is on the wrong track, and our economy is one of the biggest reasons why they feel this way. The following are 10 numbers that prove that U.S. economy has hit a major pivot point. And Joe Biden and his administration, right, they approve uh, total package, I think, is 1.6 billion to Ukraine funding that war. They funding that war over there, right? When U.S. has their own problems, there's job losses. People can't afford to pay their rent, their mortgage, right? There's a lot of homelessness in the street, especially in Baltimore. The infrastructure of America is all fucked up. Is all fucked up. The infrastructure, right? Food prices on the horizon, right? Inflation is what I should say is not really on full drive, but the train is speeding, right? The train is gaining momentum, right? Okay, so number one, consumer confidence was down more than expected this month, right? The confidence of America's consumers slipped this month, right? People ain't buying too much things no more. People ain't holding back on buying clothes. People holding back on electronics, right? People holding back on gas. Say, you know what? We can't afford this trip. People holding back and buying airline tickets. You know what? Going out of the country, this is not a good idea right now, right? People is you know, what was that? Buying less products in the supermarket. They're just getting really the essential. All right, get the eggs, get the milk, bread, get the beans, right? They're not getting those unnecessary things in the supermarket. So, yes, consumer confidence was down more than expected this month. The confidence of America slipped this month, right? Number two, the confidence board's index, the measure of future expectation, has actually dropped below a level. This historical signals a recession within a year, right? Excuse me, right? Uh, trouble with declining index measuring future expectation, which tumbled a 73.7 in September from 83.3 in August. Right, reading that 80 for the future expectation historically signal a recession within a year. Number three, with mortgage rates suffocating levels, sales of new homes in the U.S. fell by 8% last month. Ain't nobody trying to buy houses right now. Ain't nobody trying to buy houses right now, man. Sales of newly constructed homes fell 8.7 in August. Season adjusted annual rate of 675,000 from revised rate from 739,000 in July. Yo, right? And guess what? That's going to affect jobs. That's going to affect the construction worker. That's going to affect electrician, the plumbers, right? And all these men has what? Right? All these men has family, right? It's going to trickle down, right? A record high, number four, a record high percentage of U.S. Consumers are indicating that credit conditions are getting higher, right? Americans consumers are worried about access to credit amid was that persistently, right? If I'm pronouncing it right, higher interest rate and tighter standards at bank, according to New York Federal Reserve survey released Monday. Right, I'm getting straight to it. Respondents indicated that the ability to get loans, credit cards, and mortgages is higher now than it was a year ago. Yeah, they jacking up the APR, the interest rates on credit cards, right? To get loans is tougher, you know. Credit cards, oh my God, people having trouble paying their credit cards because the pay raises is not increasing in their jobs. But inflation's increasing, but your pay raise is not increasing. So if you're making $18 and they increase your rent by 200, right? What you gonna do? You don't got no choice but just to pay your rent. You need a roof over your head. But them foods and trying to get credit cards and so on, some of them have to go to the back burner. They're gonna have to. The Americans making tough decisions right now, right? It's making tough. It's hard, right? Number five, credit card losses are increasing at a fastest pace in 30 years, right? Credit cards is high. It's off the roof. It's off the chain, as they say, right? Credit card companies are racking up losses at a fastest pace in almost 30 years. Outside great financial crisis, according to Goldman Sachs, right? Goldman Sachs is owned by what? Warren Buffett, right? That's how he making his money, right? By what? Giving people credit card interest rate. He made his money through mortgages and so on, right? They say credit card companies are racking up losses at a fastest pace because people can't pay their credit card bills. It's tough. People can't pay their credit card bills, man. Number six, at this point, things are getting so bad that even the Federal Reserve is laying off about 300 workers, right? Let me see. Let me get straight to the point. A U.S. central bank announced it will cut about 300 people from its payroll this year, a rare reduction in headcount for an organization that has grown steadily since 2010. Right, the Federal Reserve is laying off. Oh man. Number seven, the number of bankruptcy cases in the United States has increased a year over year based on 13 months, right? I think when you file bankruptcy is it chapter, I think it's chapter 7 and chapter 11, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think chapter 7 is certain things that you know, I think you could pay off. It won't involve maybe like your mortgage or maybe like your car, no things like that. Chapter 11, I think is that's the full blown is everything. You can't afford nothing, right? If I'm not mistaken, but your brothers could look it up, right? Uh, Number 8, Goldman Sachs is warning that America's strategic oil reserve has hit 40-year low. Wow. Wow, wow. That's why the gas prices are so high. That one reason Goldman Sachs expects oil prices to stay high, average $100 a barrel this time next year. Triple digits oil would boost already high prices at the pump, worsen inflation and potentially influencing the 2024 race for the White House. Yo, it's high. These are dire times, man. Number 9, it is being projected that the price of oil could eventually reach $150 a barrel. So $150 a barrel, right? The highest price I've seen in gas is what, 3.89, almost $4 here in Maryland. So if you go to $150 a barrel, you're gonna be looking like in 2024, you're gonna be like $8, between $8 and $10 a gallon. Guess what? That's going to hit the malls. It's going to trickle down to the malls, the supermarket, going out of town, right? That's going to affect the airline prices, right? For you go to Dominican Republic, now is what? It's under 500, right? So now in 2024, you're going to get ticket prices at what? Between 7 to 900. Just a flight going to Dominican Republic, round trip. So guess what? That's going to affect the airlines. That's going to affect the transportation, right? That's going to affect the 18 wheelers coming into your supermarkets, dropping food to your nearest supermarket, right? Your Dollar Trees, the general. Oh man, you know, yeah, all your goods, where 18 wheelers got to pick up the product from the port and drop it to your nearest retail stores or your supermarket. Okay, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. It's not gonna get no better. According to the scripture, it's not gonna get better. It's gonna get better for Israel, Yasharala, the chosen people of Yahweh B'Shem Yashar, right? Is the light at the end of the tunnel for us, which is what? Salvation, which is the kingdom of heaven. And this is what we're looking for. Number 10, a new NBC news poll has found that 71% of Americans believe that the country is on the wrong track. Fuck yeah. It's been on the wrong track for a long time, and it's only going to get worse, right? And hey, it's nothing new to the song, right? That's the dragon that been healed, right? The dragon, the Roman Empire. This is the Roman Empire, right? America is the Roman Empire, man. The resurrection of the Roman Empire, right? Here we go. I want to point out something. Right, let me go to it real quick. Let me see something. All right, why did the Roman Empire have financial crisis? Along with here we go. Along with the other factors, this led to hyperinflation. We're not in hyperinflation yet, but it's coming, right? A fractured economy, localization of trade, heavy taxes. It's heavy taxes now, right? This is what happened in the ancient Roman Empire. Now it's happening now. There's nothing new under the sun, as the scriptures say. Heavy taxes and a financial crisis that crippled Rome, right? All right. Number 2, how did the fall of the Roman affect the Roman Empire? Just as the fall of the Rome was not caused by a single event, the way Rome fell was also complex. In fact, during the period of imperial decline, right? So if your brothers know history, you should look that up, right? I'm just checking out some bullets right here. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Even a Rome was under attack by the outside forces, right? That's right. There was attacked by outside forces. It was also crumbling from within thanks to a severe financial crisis. Are we in a severe financial crisis? Right. That's why history is so important. They say history repeats itself. Right. Constant wars. Right. Constant wars. We about to get in a serious war with Russia, China, right? That's what we're waiting on. We waiting on World War III. That's one of the prophecies we're waiting on. That and the MOTB, right? So constant wars and overspending, there we go. Overspending has significantly lighted imperial coffers, and oppressive taxation and inflation had widened the gap between rich and poor, right? There we go. That's what happened in the ancient world. Guess what? It's happening now. It's happening now, man. This place is falling. This place is done. Man. All right. So, yeah, so overspending. Like I said earlier in the video, we just not we, but Biden and his bitch ass goons, they just approved $1.6 billion to fund the war in Ukraine, where the United States have their own problems. Right? The United States has a lot of problems. Why the fuck you giving money to other countries? As I said, right? Eisenhower and George Washington, they both said it. They said for America to thrive, stay away from foreign affairs. Stay away from foreign affairs. But United States is constantly in everybody's affairs, but they're not handling their affairs right here. They're not taking care of their business at home. This place is done, right? Let me see what else. What other highlight? Okay. It's a currency, a collapse of Roman Empire, along with other factors that led to hyperinflation, a fractured economy, localizations, trade, heavy taxes, financial crisis. All right. So your brothers and sisters got the message, right? This another article. Partial U.S. government shutdown just 4 days away from congressional standoff continues. So they haven't approved with this. They haven't approved. They haven't came. Here we go. It said Republican U.S. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy on Wednesday rejected a stopgap funding bill to advance in the Senate, bring Washington closer to the fourth partial shutdown of U.S. government in decades, with just 4 days to go. Right? This would lead to a furlough of hundreds of thousands of federal workers and the suspension of a wide range of government service for economy data releases and nutrition benefit until Congress managed to pass a funding bill that the President Joe Biden and Democrat will sign into law. So if they don't come to a conclusion, if they don't sign this law, it's going to affect the post office. It's going to affect passport. If anybody trying to get a citizenship, right? If anybody's in another country trying to come to U.S., that's going to be a hold, right? So as it further go on, that could affect EBT cards, welfare, right? Mothers getting food for their family, right? So if they don't sign a bill, hey, it could get ugly out here, right? And it could trickle down to schools, the Board of Education, right? Subsidy programs like like soccer, volleyball, all of that shit could be cut off. They're gonna be downsizing, right? All that could be cut off, right? But these fools ain't making an agreement yet. But hey, they ain't signed. They ain't signed it yet. They ain't signed it into law, right? Pretty much to print more dollars. That's what they're gonna do, right? To print more fiat dollars, right? All right, but hey, that could lead to the MOTB. You never know, right? Okay, so let me see what we got here. A quick little video, real quick.
Should my viewers expect to see more? Should my viewers expect to see more fear and worry in the banking sector?
Let's go back to the quote from Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase. He goes on to say that the banking crisis is not over and will, quote, cause repercussions for years to come. What no one is talking about, the office occupancy rate in the United States is 49%. You think the Silicon Valley Bank was something? Nothing compared to what's going to happen. So here's the deal. Rather than sitting in their ugly little stupid pod, now they're working from home. When they locked down everybody, people were saying to themselves, holy, I've been commuting an hour and a half each way. I'm getting up at 5 in the morning. I'm not doing this anymore. Now I got to pay more on my loan as the people that own the building, as I'm losing tenant after tenant after tenant. How am I going to pay my bank loan? You're not. The banking bust has just begun.
Should my viewers expect to see...
Yeah, these corporations, that's why a lot of men and women are working remotely. So the company's like, hey, if the people could work remotely and work from home, why the hell should we pay lease, or why should we lease out space, right? Spaces in these buildings. Why? You know, we thriving. You know, we thriving without paying these high rents or leasing these offices. Why? Right? But yeah, that's going to affect what the landlords, the owners of these buildings, and so on. Right? America's finished, man. America's finished. Right? Hey, that was a great video by Gerald Celente. Okay. What this said? This said Wells Fargo forecast that U.S. will fall into recession by early 2023. Right? And we're already in a recession, but we're on a light one. But it's going to turn up. As inflation and rate hikes catch up with the economy, a sharp slowdown will prompt to the Fed to slow and tighten the monetary policy and to start cutting rates again towards the end of the year. Yeah, how much cutting they going to do? Jeez. All right. Okay. See what we got here. So I read the 10 pivoted points. That was beautiful. All right. Fall of America, man. Yo, we live in beautiful times, man. We live in beautiful times. And yeah, I know we got to bring out the scriptures. This is Isaiah 24. This is the Good News Translation, right? Good News Translation. Isaiah 24. I'm going to start at verse 7. Bear with me for a minute. Isaiah 24, GNT. I'm going to do 13. Probably stop at 13. Then I'm going to end the video. All right, this is Isaiah 24, 7 through 13. It said, the grapevines wither. The wine is becoming scarce. The wine is becoming scarce, right? Let me do two sides. GNT and the King James Version. Okay. It said, number 7 said, the new King James said, the new wine mourneth the vine language, and all the merry heart do sigh. Right? So the wine becoming scarce. Everyone who has, I'm on GNT side, everyone who has once happy is now sad. Yeah. A lot of people are sad. A lot of Americans are sad. What they doing is, it's two classes of people, right? Or two classes of status, the rich and the poor and the rich. They're eliminating the middle class. That's what they're doing. All right, verse 8, and joyful music of their harps and drums has ceased. Right, all that good times they had, you know, Thanksgiving, they partying, Christmas, all that, you know, all that has ceased, man. All right, their joy has turned to mourning. Number 9, there's no more happy singing over wine. No one enjoys it and tastes anymore. Right? Like when you see apocalyptic movies like Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, they're not enjoy. They're not enjoying. America fell. Look how they have to live, like in these zombie apocalyptic movies, you know. Look at I Am Legend. Look at the Book of Eli, right? You don't see people enjoying these movies, even though they acting and it's a movie. But I'm just saying. I'm just giving. How should I say? I'm giving a little demonstration, right? That's how it's going to be, right? In the city, everything is in chaos, and people lock themselves in their houses for safety, right? So when people don't got no jobs, you know, when they don't got no food, what they gonna do? They gonna start busting through doors. They gonna start scavenging for food, to feed what? To feed their children, feed themselves too, right? The people that's in the rich area in Maryland, the poor is going to go to those rich homes and invade these big homes, man. Right? That's why when you see these apocalyptic movies, people what's the number one commodity? Food. They're trying to survive. Food and water, right? All that dollars in your pocket, your credit cards, that shit ain't gonna mean a damn thing. Your fucking degree ain't gonna mean shit. Oh, I got a degree. Can you feed me? Open the door. I got a degree. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck your degree. You fucking idiot. Damn. Shove that shit up your ass. Matter of fact, you might use that for toilet paper. You might wipe your ass with that shit. I got a degree. Fuck. That's why Yahweh Shem Shai went to the wise and prudent. He wasn't dealing with Salakia. He wasn't dealing with the wise and prudent. He was dealing with the poor. People had regular jobs like tax collectors and fishermen. Well, I ain't fuck with those dudes that had degrees and shit. Anyway, Salakia Akim. Number 11, people shout in the streets because there is no more wine. Happiness is gone forever. Forever, ever. Like Outcast said, happiness is gone forever. Right? It has been banished from the land. The city is in ruins and its gates have been broken down. This is what will happen in every nation all over the world, not just America. It's going to happen in Trinidad, Guyana, Jamaica, Europe, China, right? Africa, all over the world, man. This is what will happen in every nation all over the world. It will be like the end of the harvest when the olives has been beaten off every tree and the last grapes picked from the vines. It's done. This place is done, man. It's over. It's over. You know, hey, I just want to do a little quick video, man. The name of it, The Fall of America. Right? There's nothing new under the sun. I just gave you a demonstration of what happened to the ancient Romans. Right? How the Most High attacked their economy. Got their economy, and they fell. Right? It was between the East and the West Roman Empire. And I think Septimius Severus took over, right? And the black people started becoming emperors and so on, you know. But even they fought. They fell, right? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Hey, this is my video. See y'all on the next one. So we give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rekakwadash, death to America, death to Esau, death to the 2/3 of the heathens, and death to these flaming fairies. Shalom.